Good morning, students. Today's topic, the Northern Mountains. In this chapter, you will learn about the Himalayas and the life in the Northern Mountains. These Northern Mountains are made up of two mountain ranges, that is, the Himalayas and the Karakoram ranges. The Himalayas meaning adobe of snow, that is home of snow, is the highest mountain range in the world. They form a big wall along the northern borders of India. Himalayas lies to the north of India. Mount Godwin Austen or K2 is located in the Karakoram range and is the second highest mountain peak in the world. The highest mountain peak in the world, Mount Everest, is located in the Himalayas in Nepal. These Himalayas cover the northern and the northeastern part of India. This range extends from Jammu and Kashmir in the west to Arunachal Pradesh in the east. The northern mountains are covered with snow throughout the year. Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. It is 8,848 meters high. Many people and professionals regularly climb the snow-covered peaks of Himalayas. Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary were the first to climb the Mount Everest in 1953. Bachendri Pal was the first Indian woman to climb the Mount Everest in 1984. Students, now let us move to the next topic. The Himalayas are divided into three mountain ranges according to their height. The Himalayan ranges are made of three parallel ranges. First one, the Himadri, also called as the Great Himalayas. Second one, the Himachal or the Middle Himalayas. And the third one, the Shivalik or the Outer Himalayas. Now, let us see each of them in detail. The first one, Himadri ranges. It is also called the Great Himalayas. These ranges are the highest and therefore it is covered with snow throughout the year. Some of the highest peaks in these ranges are Kanchenjunga, Mount Everest and Annapurna. Kanchenjunga is the third highest peak in the world. Glaciers are found in these mountain ranges. Glaciers means the thick mass of slow moving ice. These glaciers melt slowly and give rise to many important rivers such as River Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra and Indus. Now the next one, the Middle Himalayas or the Himachal ranges. These are the Middle Himalayan ranges. They are lower than the Himadri and lie towards its south. The slope of these mountains are covered with thick forest such as oak, pine, fir and deodar. In winter season, the Himachal range receives snowfall. Many beautiful hill stations are situated in this region such as Manali, Kulu, Srinagar, Dalhousie, etc. Terrace farming is done in these mountain slopes. In this method, large flat steps are cut into slopes to form fields. The rivers form waterfalls as they flow rapidly down the mountains. It has many fertile valleys. The valleys of the Middle Himalayas are famous for fruit orchards. Now the next one, the Outer Himalayas or the Shivalik Ranges. Shivalik Ranges are the lowest. They lie in the extreme south of the Himalayas. This region is not covered with snow. They are covered with thick forest. Many towns and villages are located in this range. Many types of crops and vegetables are grown here. In the northeast are the Purvanchal ranges. These ranges have hills such as Garo, Kasi, Naga and Mizo. These hills are covered with thick forest and have beautiful waterfalls. Now let us see how do the Himalayas help us. The Himalayas have a major effect on the climate of India. These mountains act as a natural barrier against the cold northern winds blowing from Central Asia. They also prevent the rain-laden monsoon winds of the Indian Ocean from crossing over to the northern countries, thereby giving heavy rainfall in northern India. Laden means dark clouds with winds. Okay? Is it clear, students? That's all for today. The next we will continue in the next session. Thank you for watching.